What's going on, guys? So I realize with a title like this can spark some controversy because with one side of the personal finance industry, they're taught that credit cards are evil and if you ever touch it, you're never gonna see the light of day again. And then there are the other side, which are my audiences. They're the ones who take advantage of these credit card reward points and programs, which allows them to travel for free. They only spend what they always spend and they will never spend a single cent more. They always pay off their balance in full every single month, and as a result, they probably have a higher credit score than average when they apply for that car loan or mortgage in the future, and they travel for free around the world. I think there are truth to both sides of the story, and today I want to share with you my story as a 22-year-old who got into the credit card community just over a year and a half ago. And over that year and a half, I basically used credit cards whenever I can, opened credit cards and use them instead of cash and debit cards, and obviously pay them off in full every single month. And as a result, I made just over $4,500 worth of points. That's not accounting all the other perks that I received in the process, like unlimited airport lounge access, free hotel nights, credits, and so much more that I received in the process. I did all of this without spending any more money I usually wouldn't spend. I always paid off my credit card bills in full every single month, and as a result, it gave me an over 800 credit score in the process. I don't consider myself as a super high spender, and as a result, there are many people out there who achieve way better results than I did, earn way more points than I did. But I just want to share with you my story just in case you're just getting started or you don't know what is available out there, and I want to show you what is available out there so you can go ahead and replicate this yourself. At the end of the day, who doesn't want a few $1,000s of tax-free money for pretty much just the little work of applying for a credit card and running your expenses through a credit card instead of using cash or debit cards? I'll go over every credit card I opened and closed along the way, and so that you can learn that this really isn't that complicated and anyone can go out there and replicate this. I'll go over what I learned along the way and what I would have done differently, so this is gonna be a pretty educational and hopefully entertaining video. Welcome back if you're returning, and if you're new, my name is Tony, and on this channel we focus on personal finance. We upload every single week, so make sure you subscribe if you want to see videos just like this one every single week. And also make sure you hit like to support the channel. I really would appreciate that. It really helps with the algorithm. With that out of the way, let's get into the content. The story begins as teenager Tony got his very first debit card. And back then, I believed I was the responsible one who, only used debit and cash and never even need a credit card. Who needs a credit card? That's until I got my very first credit card. Actually, wait, no. When I got my very first credit card when I was legally able to do so, that is because all the cool kids my age had one, and I actually had no idea why. I just got one. And I was thinking to myself, I opened a secured credit card at that time with TD Bank, and I was thinking to myself, why did I even open this card? What's the difference? Why don't I just use a debit card? As you can probably tell by now, I had no idea how any of this worked because, they didn't teach any of this in school, which is kind of the reason why I created a YouTube channel talking about this. Few months to a year later, I was made aware that I can actually qualify for a better credit card that I can actually earn rewards with. I think my old card can also earn rewards with, but it was just not as good or something. But I just did what a regular person would do, go to the bank and ask what card I should get. Worst decision ever. But anyways, the advisor advised me to upgrade to the TD Rewards Visa card, which actually isn't that bad. And when I opened the card, I didn't really understand it, to be honest. All I knew it earned me some kind of rewards. It earned more rewards than I did previously, so go ahead and make the change. I'm guessing the advisor didn't really understand it either, because here comes the worst advice in my life. She suggested me to cancel my first credit card actually. So she basically said, you know, because you're going to be using this new card, you're not going to be touching this old card anymore, and it's just going to be sitting in your drawer or something. So why not just declutter yourself and just cancel the cards?
Cancel the cards. Cancel the card.
And obviously, as someone who didn't know better, I just took the advice because, you know, financial advisors are supposed to know what they're talking about. So I just took their advice. Now that we know how credit scores work, we now understand that, you know, canceling your first credit card is probably one of the worst things you can ever do to your credit score next to missing a payment. This is because it's going to lower your payment history, it's going to lower your credit debt utilization ratio because you're going to have less credit available to you. It's going to lower your average age of accounts, and last but not least, it's going to be another hard pull rather than them just upgrading the card. I could have easily did a product switch or just, you know, kept that account and opened the new credit card and it wouldn't harm my credit score. But no, she gave me the worst alternative. This is also why I make these kinds of videos, you guys, so people can be educated on here for free on stuff that, you know, they probably didn't learn at school, rather than having to listen to an advisor who is probably just as confused. But I'm not saying all advisors are bad, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of good advisors, but definitely the one I had just needed some extra training. When I learned all of this, it definitely made me feel some type of way, but hey, at least we learn. So now, fast forward about a year later, I stumbled across the online credit card community, and I learned that there are way more to credit cards than on the surface level. You can leverage credit cards to earn these massive rewards to fly first and business class for free rather than paying like $20,000 for a seat. My third credit card isn't something you would normally expect. I mean, people usually ease themselves in by getting first a no annual fee and then some really low ones, and they ease themselves in even more. But I just went all out and went straight for the AMEX Business Platinum. This is because the 75,000 point sign-up bonus on this card already pays for 3x of the annual fee, and I thought to myself, worst comes to worst, let's say I didn't enjoy this card, I can always just cancel it after the first year and still pretty much make 3x return my money. And that's not accounting the other perks like hotel statuses, which can be leveraged into free hotel nights and other hotel statuses with other programs, which I explain more in depth in another video. Unlimited airport lounge access, which is an absolute game changer for my travels last year, and so much more perks and credits that also came with the card. On top of that, this year there's a new perk that came with the Rona situation, the $780 credit. That alone just paid for the annual fee time and time again. And one thing I realized that nobody talks about is their service. Now, if you have a platinum tier card and above, which would be a black card at that point, when you call, they pretty much answer right away. At all of those times I called them, I never thought of a time where I had to wait on hold or anything like that. And on top of that, like, I don't know who trains these agents, but their service is like top of the top. They really make you feel special. Ever since then, I was hooked because just the idea of traveling for free just by opening credit cards and using your credit card instead of cash and debit cards, that's pretty crazy if you think about it, right? The platinum card also made me understand, or sorry, I should say the business platinum card, it also made me understand that the fastest way to earn points is through sign-up bonuses. Instantly, I got 75,000 points in sign-up bonuses, and if I were to earn these points, it would probably take years. A few months later, I upgraded my TD card yet again to the Aeroplan Visa Infinite card, taking advantage of the 25,000 points in sign-up bonuses. And about 1 or 2 months later, I was looking for my next card. Now for my next card, I wanted like a keeper card, and if you want to learn more about keeper cards, I'll link a video explain them in details above or down in the description. But I wanted a keeper card that basically is a good all-around card that had low or no annual fee that I can keep pretty much forever. And I also kind of wanted a MasterCard because that's the only one I didn't have. The Rogers Quarterly MasterCard checked all of those boxes and more, with the 1.5% foreign transaction net cash back, which is now sadly nerfed. But anyways, I got that card as my fifth credit card. Earlier this year with the Rona situation, Amex launched a new promo for their personal credit card, and also there was a small time window where you can overlap it with the crazy high sign-up bonus. And ever since then, I don't regret getting that card one bit. On top of the business, I also got the personal platinum card, giving me an additional 70,000 MR points as the sign-up bonus. So with all of the sign-up bonuses with the 2 Amex card as well as the TD Aeroplan card, I got a total of 170,000 points in terms of sign-up bonuses alone. If you convert those points into monetary value, they equal, on average, if you're assuming a 2 cent per point transfer ratio, which is the least I will ever use my points for, that would equal a $3,400 in terms of value, with the little work of me opening credit cards and just running my expenses through them, and again paying them off in full shortly after. Not to mention, I will be using my points for future travels in terms of business or first class flights, which will turn them into way more value than the traditional 2 cents per point ratio. That's from the sign-up bonus from the 3 of these cards alone, by the way, not accounting the other cards and the other earnings and everyday spends and stuff like that, which if you add everything together, that equates to about $4,500 in terms of value. And again, the monetary value of these points really depends on how you redeem them. And again, I will be redeeming them for business and or first class flights, and also some of the economy sweet spots, maximizing my value of these points, making them worth way more than 2 cents per point, which is the traditional average. And when the route I want doesn't have a good redemption, I'll probably look for alternatives, or if not, I'll just pay for the route itself with cash out of pocket and earning more points for myself in the future. I know there are people out there who are way more hardcore than I am, who constantly churn credit cards. They will earn way more points than I do, but personally I want to take more of a long-term approach and also safer approach, preserving my credit score in the process and also my relationship with these credit card issuers. If you're in the other side of the personal finance spectrum, believing that credit cards will make you overspend or it will make you go in debt, all power to you. I do understand where you would be coming from, so in that case, don't touch credit cards, pretend you never heard any of this, and just pay everything in cash. But if you are responsible, then there are a whole world of rewards and opportunities waiting for you, as well as an awesome community who are doing the same on the beaches of the world after all of this is over. As of now, my Amex personal platinum card's double reward point promotion has expired, so I'm potentially looking for my 7th credit card for a new sign-up bonus. So comment down below and let me know what you think I should get next. I'm really curious to see what you guys think. If you're new to the credit card world, then there is always something to learn, and this channel will be your resource as well as for big news updates in this industry. I really hope you found this entertaining and or learned something today, and as always, if you enjoyed it, make sure you hit like. It really helps with this channel's algorithm, it really helps with the channel. And also, if you want to see more of these kinds of content every single week, make sure you subscribe with the bell notification so you can be notified as soon as I upload another video. And as always, have a great day. Peace.